Hi. Welcome to Internet 360, show hosted by me, Annette, the warm-hearted warrior diva. This show gives you insights on the journeys of high-achieving business owners and music artists who share with the audience the importance of building a strong community of like-minded individuals on the road to greater success. And tonight, we have two talented artists on the mic. Dan Rice and Xavier. Yay! Thank you for joining me this evening, gentlemen.
Of
You're welcome.
course.
You're welcome.
No
Well,
problem.
I'm so excited to hear about your new psychedelic album. And with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it. Xavier, welcome because this is gonna be your first rodeo. Dead Rice second rodeo. It's pun intended, right? No, look, actually,
Mhm.
I'm thinking about Texas being a cowgirl. So one day, so that I'm trying to get the whole Texas lingo down.
Gotcha.
Okay, okay. Well, let's go ahead and start off with Xavier. Can you tell the audience, sir, who is Xavier?
Uh, I've always wanted to make music. Ever since I was little, I was definitely one of those kids that was dreaming big. I would go to bed and I would like dream about being on a stage one day, dream of making music from like all my favorite artists that were making them. I definitely had a bunch of artists that I looked up to, and it really motivated me. But this year is when I got motivated the most. I went to an alternative high school, not like a normal high school, and my teachers really like pushed me in the right direction, and now I feel like I have the confidence I needed to have to move forward with my music.
Oh, okay. And so, at what age did you start the whole music thing?
I started writing around middle school. Maybe 6th grade.
Oh, okay.
A lot of growth since then. A
Yeah.
lot of growth.
Wow. And could you describe like your artist or genre or what have you that really like inspired you?
I want to say I took pieces of every genre because there's not one genre that I can choose. I listen to so many different artists and I want to put every single piece of them into my music. So I try and do that whenever I make a song. I can't just stay on one genre because I feel like it's not right. So I'll jump between genres a lot.
Oh, okay. Is there any one in particular that you kind of like gravitate mostly to?
Definitely more towards hip hop.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are like the new age, seriously. Like when when I listen to your beat, like your just production, I'm like, wait, seriously? But Dead Rice, right? Like he was just started too. So I'm gonna go over to Dead Rice. So can you give the audience a little bit about yourself? Tell them a little bit about yourself again.
Well, hi, Dead Rice. Uh, I'm I'm from. Well, I was born in Chicago. I'm from Great Bend, Kansas, and I started music in like 2022, like officially, and then I started putting everything on 2024. So I've been making music for a little while, uh, and I founded the whole Dream Records thing because I wanted to find people that were not boxed in and had like creative mindsets. Uh, that was the type of people I wanted to promote. So I found Xavier.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
I
can
think
you?
Yeah.
Xavier found me actually.
Yeah, I think I did. I reached out to Dead Rice on Band Lab, I think. And I was like, "Hey, I got to work with this dude. His voice is amazing. Production is amazing. He has a lot of talent. I really want to work with him." I like looked up to him at the at the time because I was like, I don't know who this man is, but I really want to get to know him. So I think I reached out in a message, and I think he responded fairly quickly actually.
I was still looking for people to collaborate with because I was still like all alone. Nobody knew me. I
Yeah.
didn't like have anybody that was like, "Hey, you want to hop on tracks?" But I saw Xavier's message and I was like, "Wow, okay, let's get working."
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So how was the forum, right? Like in connecting with people, say for instance BandLab or these there's other platforms. Do you find it like user friendly and you find it like easy to connect with people or how does that work?
There's definitely challenges. Um,
Yeah.
like you get a lot of scammers, of course. They're
Mm.
like, "Sign, I'm gonna sign you to my label. You have to pay $50 though." And then they just try to like scam you out of everything. But there's also people that are like genuine. Um, there's some people we've met on our journeys that are definitely influential. For example, rest in peace to Saxman. Um, he was a true legend, and he was a very
Mhm.
um, genuine soul. So that's just one of the many examples of the people we meet when we're connecting.
Mm. How about your experience, Xavier?
Uh, definitely. But that I said in the beginning, a lot of scammers.
Mm.
I usually stay off of BandLab due to that because
Mhm.
I am not the smartest when it comes to knowing which is a scam and which is not. I think I remember sending Dead Rice a message one day, and I was like, "Hey, yo, dude, I can't tell if this is a scam or not. Like, I really can't tell." And he's like, "Don't respond. Just, just don't do anything." And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna do anything."
You learn to
Uh,
ignore him.
huh?
You learn to ignore him for sure.
Yeah, you definitely do because it gets to a point where you're like, I know the drill. I know the drill. But definitely it's a good platform. I think it's fairly easy for people who are starting to make music. Um it's an easy thing to use to make beats, easy for vocals. It's definitely an on the go tool. It's for your phone. I mean, I know Dead Rice uses it for his laptop. Um but I make all my music on my phone, which is really surprising to a lot of people. Whenever I tell them, yeah, I literally just use my headphones and my phone, and that's all the equipment I use. Um, but really, it's the app. It carries you. It has so much different features that you can use and tinker around with, find what sound you want to do or what sound you think you fit best into. And I definitely think it's one of the reasons why I've gotten to where I was today.
Hmm. That's very interesting. If, like, say, for instance, a label or like independent label, right, was wanting to help independent artists, obviously, what would be your advice to the label makers or the music industry, to help independent artists to get them from BandLab to an actual platform where you can actually show your talent and get like a lot, like basically a wide web, right? We're casting your net to a wider range of audience. What would that be?
I think most record labels or like managers or people who are working in this industry are very concerned about how much money they can make.
Hmm.
And I think it should be focused on improving the people we work with instead of um, looking to squeeze every penny out of them. Xavier and I are on, like, I don't want to disclose too much, but we're on a 50-50 deal. I release his stuff, I help him with marketing, and uh, he provides the tracks. And that's how we worked it out. And None of this 70-30 stuff. That's wild to me that any
Yeah.
artist can be scammed like that.
Mm. So no, that's good that you're able to network, and I think, how about for, like, for instance, transparency and uh transparency, your independence, and trustworthiness, right? Because you have to trust the person you're working with. What advice would you give young artists, or even artists that's been in this, because when let's put it this way, when you've been in the industry for so long, right, you get so narrow focused that you forget to see beyond the tree line. So what advice would you give to folks like that, one, starting off, and two, seasoned, and you can't tell them anything type of, like, mentality?
I think artists need to work with other people, as we discussed before. But I also feel like artists need to realize that what they're making, you're doing it to appeal to yourself. Listen to your song, and if you like your song, that's what matters. Psychedelics doesn't get thousands of streams, but we're still like really happy about it. At least I am. I think Xavier is too.
I'm happy about it. I mean, there's some tracks where I feel like I could have done better on, but
And
that's
that's what you take to
definitely,
the next project. That's what you take to the
yeah,
next EP, the next album, the next single. That's the fun part. You're always improving.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's one of those balancing acts, right? Where you want to still enjoy your craft and not get too pigeonhole or too, like, mainstream, I guess, mentality, right?
Hmm.
Because why do it? At the end of the day, it's like, why am I doing this? So, but no, those are great answers. So that was just like the intro to set the tone of what we're going to discuss, ladies and gentlemen, this evening. And it looks like Lil Red Fire, salute. Thank you for joining. From Bummy to Money Brand, join. There's a lot of people on here that's joining. So thank you, everyone that's joining. Okay, your sound, well, both of you individually and together, have a, I don't know, I can't put one genre to it. And like you said, it's like a ball of wax, right? Because and it's good though, right? It's like making pizza or whatever you want to call it. Because anyway, how would you describe your sound to someone that's never heard your music before?
That's a hard one.
How would I describe myself? Oh, that's crazy. Um, you have an answer, Xavier?
Um, I want to say this might sound cringy, but I want to say it's like taking a bite of an everything bagel.
Absolutely.
It's definitely, you're not expecting what you're gonna get, but you're also kind of expecting it. I think our visuals really bring out the craziness of our music, and it visualizes kind of how over the place it is. So I think it's an everything bagel. That's just the best way to describe it.
I think I remember telling Xavier that I wanted psychedelics to be like everything we could come up with. I was talking about
Yeah,
it when we were concepting it. Maybe even like a country song, maybe in the future, but it didn't
we
make.
never came around to that.
We'll do it in the future for real. But I just, you know, whether it's like rock, because I have like a rock song that transitions into like more of a lo-fi song. Like, just expect rock in any form. and that's pretty much my music. If
Oh,
if you just rock along with it, no matter what tune's going on in the background, even those like very depressing songs.
yeah.
Feel good
And
about.
it's no, I definitely, I think what caught my attention with you, Dead Rice, is, we were talking about XXX Tentacion, and that's he's one of my favorite artists, uh, RIP. But like his
Mhm.
song, even though it's like it brings the sad emotion, um, it's very. I don't know if you watched his like biographies and just him talking, because he was very enlightened, like beyond like the scope of society norm, if that makes sense. But
Mhm.
yeah. Hey, venue features, how you doing? Salute. Uh, so yeah, that I mean, that's what I got from you. And then going back to the whole everything bagel, that's funny. I just had a blueberry bagel today, but it's like you can mix, right, an everything bagel with like a different cream cheese, whether it's like a blueberry cream cheese, strawberry, or whatever. And then that's how I describe your your song. And it's very like, I don't know, it really gravitates, like the emotional piece, like the one that I just posted on my feed to announce our show tonight. I think it's called Let's Talk. And that one right there, I mean, I don't know how you guys do it, but you guys like pull people with your, like, it really evokes the emotion from people, because I was really taken, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, I understand that.
But okay, so the story behind your name, Xavier and Dead Rice. Could you tell the audience a little bit about your artist name?
I mean, I think
Um,
Dead Right should go first. I think I
oh
asked him,
no,
and it was a funny story.
Roblox. You know, a song's gonna start with that. We have one in the vault right now with a I have where I have one in the vault right now with a friend. That's literally like, how did I come up with my name? Roblox. Yeah. Um, I started out as Dead Razor TT on Roblox. You can still find me, but
That's crazy.
and then uh, I was called Rice like a lot in school and stuff. So I combined the two, Dead and Rice.
Speaking about Roblox, I don't know if you guys still play Roblox, but my son, he's been on this. It's called Grow Your Garden.
Oh,
And
It's funny.
do you guys know what I'm talking about? Grow Your
yeah.
Garden.
Hmm.
My friends are obsessed with it, and keep in mind we're grown adults. Like all of us are 18 and up, and we're playing Grow a Garden on our little tablets. Like it's crazy the grasp that that game has on the entire world right now. It's trending like everywhere. It's crazy.
Can't
Yeah.
get rid of it.
No,
I'll live vicariously through him. Maybe if I have time, I can download the app or whatever. But it is serious. Like, it's like Wall Street, and I'm like, wait a minute. He's like, I have like 96 hours to get the special seed to grow sour apple, or not sour, some apple. I don't know, sugar apple. Tell me anyway. But it's just really interesting that you mentioned Roblox. That's why I kind of like spiraled there. Anyway, Xavier, how about you?
my name was definitely based on, I don't want to say bullying, but I definitely got ahead of the haters or anybody who thought that I could not make music in the past. I just put Xavier sucks together. So if anybody were to say, "Hey, Xavier's music sucks," I mean, that's my name. So you're just saying my name at this point. But It's definitely I've come to like the name. I've come to kind of what's the word? I can't think of the word. But I've come to like be comfortable with the name. And it's definitely something that I have thought about changing multiple times. Um but I think it just fits me really well. It's different and I like it.
Hmm. Okay. I mean, I could definitely see maybe the how it propelled you to keep the name, as a motivator, or as a I don't know how to explain it, inspiration from the haters, or those bullies. So, but hey, my hat's off to you. I salute you for that, for sure. And Lil Red, everybody is like blasting off with messages. We're on Instagram live too, so my apologies if I can't like multitask here. But
No,
let's
it's
see.
okay. I see
Ben,
venue in here. I see
yeah, Ben,
venue in here. This is
been
awesome.
been
I'm not
hanging
even
out.
watching the live. Hold on, let me.
Oh my gosh, we're on
Who
Facebook,
runs? Who
YouTube,
runs?
and Instagram.
Who runs features? Venue features? Because they just said been hanging out on the venue streams for a while now. Xavier Sex does not suck.
Yeah, that's yeah.
That's cool. That's really nice to hear.
I mean, you're phenomenal, Xavier. Like both of you, your songs are, and I don't know. I don't know if there's another word or term, or if you're gonna change it, but your song is definitely your phenomenal work. Seriously. So that's what I have to. I'm lost for words, because I'm still taken by the two of you. You're on your phone, doing your music, and he's still, like, you guys are just doing what you can do with what you have, and
Right.
that is phenomenal in itself. That speaks volumes. And people, like, if you're trying to make music or a craft or something, you don't need like a extravagant type of studio. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
Exactly. I don't need like a five
yeah,
hundred dollar mic. I'm good.
right. Yeah, you'll find a way. A venue feature set. Yep, artists will find a way. That is for sure.
I
So,
got this and a pair of broken headphones, and they
let
work completely fine.
yeah, I was trying not to get rid. I was trying to keep my old iPhone, but Apple, they have this proprietary where the iOS, if it doesn't, if your phone doesn't fit the feature for that iOS version that year, then you have to upgrade. It's kind of like an inevitable
Yeah.
inevitable thing. But anyway, I won't go, like, that's another like soapbox for me that I can discuss at a later time. So all right, on to Xavier. You said that your music, right, is like a bagel. It's like all everything bagel, rather. Okay.
Yeah.
And your music is for those who need to feel seen. Can you talk about a track, right, that best captures that feeling?
Uh Definitely one of my earliest tracks. I think it was called Cold. You see how I can't remember my own tracks. That happens a lot. Um but it was one that I started off, so I took a beat off of YouTube and I was like, I could do a lot with this. So I just started writing, I started writing in my notebooks and like doing whatever I could. And it came out to be this really depressing, sad song about like finding your way through the darkness and depression. And I really think there's a lot of people, like, depression is a big thing. Like, I think mental health is really important, and especially for me and all my friends who I've seen go through it. I definitely thought that this song needs to be heard. Like, there's a lot of songs about depression out there, but nothing's being said with my voice. And I want to be able to say something with my voice about a topic I feel really important about.
Mm, that is so true. Yes, mental health is definitely, um, and as cliche as it sounds, because everybody's talking about mental health, right?
Hmm.
But people should also give a solution to the problem. and you've given a solution through your music, and I'm grateful for that. And an artist, I guess, I don't know, maybe woke is another cliche term these days, but I think that if you're in tune and enlightened, people have been changing, like artists have been changing their way of music production and what their lyrics are based on more of a conscientious thing, because music is power. It's very powerful. And I don't know if, I mean, obviously, I'm thinking, I shouldn't assume, but I think you guys know that your voice is very powerful. And, you know, anyway, got on to Dead Rice, right? Over 100 songs, no genre limits. How do you keep that creative fire lit without burning out?
Um, well, we all go through like terrible things, right? For example, my car just broke down and it's in the shop right now, so not trying to figure everything out is kind of stressful. So I make music about what's going on, and if I'm struggling with something, then you'll hear me talk about it. If I'm not, I mean, I don't make happy songs. I should, like, Get Loose as Fire, but
Yeah.
um, I don't make that many happy songs because I like to talk about what I'm going through.
Hmm, okay. Well, that makes sense. And it's okay, because expression through your music, right? Maybe somebody else is going through the same
Hmm.
issue or trauma, and you saved a life, and that's how I feel. Music is healing, and regardless of if it's happy or sad or indifferent, it speaks volumes. And so, thank you for that. So, both of you, right? What's your process like when you sit down to create? Are you a lyrical person, beats first person, or something entirely different from what I said?
Um, for me, it all depends on the situation. I used to be a lyrics first type of person, and I would create a beat, how I envisioned the lyrics to be placed. Um, but now I'm more of a first person. I would create a beat, and I would kind of get some lyrics flowing from what I heard and what I think would sound right with the beat. Um, but I think I think Dead Rice has some really good tips to start off a song.
Um, well, I think I think the ground level is finding a beat to write your stuff around. I I mean, I don't write. I'll occasionally jot some things down, but ultimately I'm like, if I feel a beat, put me on that. Put me on that, and I'll just come up with something on the spot. And if I don't like it, I'll go back and change a few things.
But rarely do you go back.
No,
No,
not usually. I kind of just release the first version.
I figured that much. See, you guys are phenomenal. Oh man. So, being independent artists, right? What's been the biggest lesson in navigating through this music industry on your own terms?
Hmm.
Reese, you want to go first?
Sure. In this, so what is being asked? I kind of missed it.
Oh, it's okay. That will be 5.99. No, I'm just kidding. Um, for a repeat. No, so being an independent artist, right? What is the
Hmm.
biggest lesson that you've learned navigating through this music industry on your own terms? In other words, you're your own boss. So,
Biggest lesson is there's failures.
hmm,
I think
hmm,
um, failure is incredibly important to like music as a whole. No song's perfect. No artist is perfect. No corporation is perfect. Nothing's perfect. And highlighting those imperfections, whether they're good or bad, is kind of a part of making music. Failure is natural.
Failure is what?
Natural.
Oh, natural. Okay. What about you, Xavier?
Um, definitely, I. It's definitely hard to find people who are motivated with music as much as you are. Um, Instead of just like being thrown into a label or something, and then everybody knows what they're doing, but you're finding your way yourself, and I think that's really good because a lot of times artists are just thrown into a label and they're not really sure how to converse during interviews, or they're not they're not trained. They're kind of just regular people who are thrown into this like famous life and they have no idea what they're doing.
Mm,
And I know there's a lot of artists who are like writing when they were younger and they kind of built their way up, but there's also a lot of artists, small artists out there that are really good and they just haven't found their way yet. Like
mm,
personally, me, I am a very anxious person. Like even right now, my hand is moving everywhere. I talk with my hand when I'm anxious, but it's definitely like something that you got to find yourself if you're making music by yourself. It's definitely not easy to do, especially when the music is the only thing that's keeping you motivated. Um because there's times where I'm just like I'm done making music. Like I don't feel motivation anymore. But then it always comes back. Music is always going to keep me motivated, and I hope that it's always there for me.
so true. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, I feel like sometimes it's the third day, right? I keep saying this. It's not. It's like you want to do it, but sometimes you want to just like you say, "Oh, forget it. I'm good." Then you come back to it, but that's a good pause because I think everyone needs like a interim of just doing something else, right? And then coming back to it, kind of like a project or like homework, or you're wrapping your what you're doing the lyrics, you're writing, and you get so not nauseated into what you're doing that you're engulfed and you're not like okay, you're not processing, right, the information because you need a break. The brain can
Right.
only like, for me, I think for me it's like, okay, I'm burnt out, I need to go take a break, I'll come back to the this podcast thing. you know
Yeah.
we all have lives, right?
Right.
I had to take my son to the ER last night, so it's like one of those things where okay, I'm doing this stuff, but then, life happens and you have to like navigate through life. And so I think that people, just like the audience or people that are listening to your music, right, they don't see how much time and dedication you guys put in your craft. And you also have lives outside of the music piece. And so, anyway, that's I'm leading to another question here is what's a myth, right, about the indie music scene that you love to break wide open?
You have to start on one genre and then you have to continue your genre.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely believed that when I first started making music. I was like, I gotta choose a genre and I gotta stick with it. But I'm not one of those people that sticks with something and just stays with it. Um,
If you don't know, my old like music days were literally like forking stuff that were like rap. It was all rap. It was like rap and then rage beats. And then I found a more like what's the word? Not soothing. I found a more I can't find it. The
Pocket,
word.
Pocket full of sunshine. Isn't that a song? Sorry, that just came in my mental because
I
I
should
know
make
you
that a
don't
song.
because I know you don't write about sunshine much. But
Oh, I'm absolutely a ray of sunshine.
oh yeah, I know that. But you were
No.
talking about like your music pieces. But
Yeah, it's like it's more sad, but
hmm
it's like a comforting sad.
hmm
I couldn't find the word for it. But it's my music is me, and I change with my music.
yes, for sure. Okay, so how do you balance creating art with building an audience? Does that does one like ever get in the way of the other?
You want
I
to go
think
ahead,
we
Dom?
both saw each other open our mouths and we were just like, wait, hold on. We gotta wait.
I don't know if my take's different than yours.
Um, I'm a strong believer in if you put music out there or you put your art out there, the right people will find you.
I believe in that too, but I feel like there's a lot of pressure in today's artists on
Hmm.
being influencers.
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
Because like you have to like double up or nothing to if you want to advertise. But I feel like what you were saying is correct. I think the right people will find you if you just keep doing your own thing.
Yeah.
You doing your own thing and put it out there.
I like both of your answers. So true, Xavier. Just putting it out there and your tribe will find you. And Dead Rice, true about the whole advertisement thing because like if you're not Shaquille O'Neal or I'm not picking on Shaq, okay? I love Shaq. I'm just throwing his name out there because like who doesn't know Shaquille O'Neal, right?
Right.
And you're like just say for instance, you go to a store and you go to the counter, right, to purchase something, or you have this dish or whatever it is, and you're like, well, I'm such and such, I'm an influencer. I'm an Instagram influencer. Like, okay, you're not Shaq though. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. But hey, I would keep it real. I keep it real in this channel. So I'm just that's look, Dead Rice, you're dead on with that.
You know,
What you say? Go ahead.
it's just like if you want it to reach more people, you have to like take the influencer route and you have to hope that it reaches or you could just put it out there, like Xavier said.
Yeah.
And I think putting it out there with a little bit of advertising does it goes a long way. Like
Yeah.
if you just like pick a song and go, I wrote this song when I was, my dog died. So this song means a lot to me.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It catches on like a lot.
Yeah. Especially a dog, even cats. But
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy on the especially a dog because there's a lot of people I've seen videos blow up if there's even a dog in the camera. I'm like, I'm gonna post my dog at this point.
mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy.
Okay, like this do
That's the
like
that's
plushies
the new
count?
album cover. Dog. Just choose a
Yeah,
random
I like
dog.
that.
You're gonna put it on
Everyone's
the
gonna click
album
on
cover.
it.
Oh yeah, I'll click
Gonna-
on it. Look, going back to the whole influencer thing, right? So I was alluding to I saw something on Instagram and an influencer went to you know, purchase a hot dog or whatever, I don't know. And they were like, well, I'm such and such. And the guy was like, well, it's still like $8.99 plus tax. I don't know what all what anyway. I was scrolling and I'm like, that was hilarious. He was like, who are you again? I never heard of you.
I would have been like, who? Who?
Okay, that will be, you know, such and such amount. Oh God. Anyway, okay, moving on. So Xavier, right? Coming from Michigan, how has your hometown shaped your artistic identity?
Um, at first, I hated living here. I know Michigan, not a very exciting state, but we have Detroit. So, I mean, we got that going for us.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of artists that come here. I'm I'm a concert goer. I go to a lot of concerts. I was sad that I couldn't go to the Tyler the Creator concert in Detroit. It was a few months ago. My friend did go. He sent videos. Very grateful to him. Um, but it's it's definitely different growing up in a small state that not everybody knows even exists because no one really goes about their day and Michigan crosses their mind. It's always LA or Florida or any of the other big states that popular people just blew up in. So it's definitely a struggle to start from the bottom, but I think it's I think it's great to see like small artists come out of smaller states, and it's just more talent from around the world that I feel like needs to be shared with the world.
That's good. Well, you guys have GM though. They're still, thriving.
Yeah,
And
hopefully.
the Pistons. But I think it's still the Pistons, right? Because I mean, they
Yeah,
and NBA's been changing their names lately with the different yeah, teams. Anyway, okay, well that makes sense. How about you, Dead Rice? For
Um,
for
well,
for
I was
Kansas, Illinois.
I was I pick a lot of my like lingo and stuff from Chicago
Mm,
because I love Chicago rappers, and I think it's like two of my favorite from Chicago are like Vaughn and Juice World.
mm-hmm.
yeah.
So I fell in love with the whole like drill sound and everything, um and then I fell in love with like melodic drill. I think that's a lot of fun. And I just I don't know, that's how it impacted me is I put like I can rap about like my life or rap about being this tough guy or I could rap about being terrified.
Hmm,
It's kind of how it impacted me.
that makes sense. So, speaking about influencers, right? Who are some of your biggest influences, musically or otherwise, that people might not expect?
There's a long list.
Ah,
Might not expect.
might not, yeah, expect.
I
Um,
have I mentioned that I've been inspired by Deftones
I don't.
because I have,
I think you mentioned to me before.
and I really love their sound. Like the whole. My friend described it as longing rock. Like you have that feeling of like longing for somebody or whatever. And honestly, I can kind of agree. And I just love that kind of sound. And like Entombed is one of my favorite songs. It's one of my girlfriend's favorite songs by them. So uh, there's new Deftones next month. Sorry, I looked at venues. I didn't know about this. Oh man, I'm excited now. He's got me excited. But I love
Okay.
that.
How about you, Xavier?
Uh, there's a lot of artists that I look up to or I guess I get under their wing in a sense. Um, but one artist in particular, they're actually a band.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Beauty School Dropout. It's a punk rock band. It's very. I wouldn't say it's very. What's the word? Mainstream. I wouldn't say they're mainstream because they're still kind of small. They got a small following. Um, their tickets are like $25. So you know they haven't blown up completely yet when their tickets are a fair price.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I fell in love with the way, like again, what Deadrice said, the longing. It's definitely something that pulls you in. It's something that everybody can relate to because everybody's had a crush on somebody before.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's felt that feeling of longing before. And it's definitely something that really pulls the listener in. And I was one of those listeners that was like, hey, this is something that I would love to hear more of. So, I tried a little bit of the punk rock genre. Something I can't really slide into at the moment because it really does take a lot of energy and throat exercise to hit all those screams.
Mm.
Um, but it's definitely something I want to try in the future, and maybe with Dead Rice. I don't know.
Mm. Okay. No, I
I'm
can.
so down.
I'm sold. If you have like a event, then I'll make sure I'll put it on my calendar. You know, for real. We're talking
Yeah,
future. We're talking like near future stuff. Okay, I'm putting it out there, manifesting it to the universe. Um, it looks like venue feature set Detroit stand up, new Deftones next month. My favorite band. Okay, for sure. You know, as you were talking, I was writing it down. So, beauty school dropout, right? When I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh. It took me back
the
to
movie.
Greece.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't know if you guys know about VHS, but back in the day, they had the VHS, they had Blockbuster or whatever. And so I would rewind that tape. I mean, it was like three, I think Grease 1, Grease 2. Was there a third one? Anyway, so all of them. And the first thing that came to my mind was that scene. Have you guys seen Grease?
no, but
I've seen a little bit of it.
my mom mentioned to me. I brung up the band to her one day, and she was like, "You listen to Beauty School Dropout from the Grease movie?" And I was like, "No, mom, that's not what it is." But she got really excited for a second. I kind of was like sad to tell her that that's not what I was talking about. But I mean, she had to know at least at one point.
Right. No, but you know what? You should check it out for real. There's this one scene about, and I don't want to give the movie too much or give it away too much, but there's this one girl that was in high school. So it's a bunch of high school, kids that are finding their way and what have you. And it's kind of like a musical thing. And she was going to cosmetology school, right? And there's this one scene that she just came down. I mean, she had like a dream. She was like dreaming of being this like star and in beauty school or whatever. But anyway, it's a really good. If you haven't seen Grease, it's an iconic film. That's all I have to say about that. I love it. Oh, Value Feature says, and then I think me and you are a few years older than That's true. But hey, it's a timeless piece. Go check it out for sure. Greece, if you guys are, whoever the production producers are, sponsor us. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's go ahead and play their song here. Let me go ahead and pull it up. I'm gonna play the first one. It's called Lazy. Okay, let me know if you guys can hear it. Let's see.
I think there's a fairly long intro.
Oh, okay. Are you guys hearing anything?
Not at the moment. I'm not hearing anything.
I'm not hearing anything.
It might just be the intro. Is it
Oh,
the?
Yeah,
sorry.
I think
Here it
it's
is.
this.
My fault. Okay, here it is. Okay.
Okay.
It's probably intro. Okay. I wonder if it's going to coincide with my sharing the live on Instagram. But this is called late. Is there anywhere on YouTube? Let's go to another item here that we were going to showcase. So let's go ahead and do that instead. Hold tight, everyone. Let's see. Okay.
Weird that wasn't working.
I think I don't know if it's coinciding with my live screening or streaming rather. Screaming. I'm not screaming yet. Here it is. Okay, let's just play a few here. Okay, the first one is Rise and Xavier present psychedelics. Can you talk more before I play this? Hold on 1 second. Well, I'll just go ahead and get through this. What do you call it? Ad.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you tell us before I start this video what the song is about?
It's, for me at least, I want to hear Xavier's like take on this, but for me it is the main opener, and it is like it explains what you're going to be hearing, because my verse in the beginning is like, you're not ready, I just took psychedelics, I'm going off. And then it switches to Xavier like about halfway through, I think. And then we have this whole section to a piano beat that's like, hey, these drugs aren't good. We're kind of like trying to grow and change. And I feel like that whole message is caught up in the song. What I want to hear, Xavier, what was your like goal, or what was like your hope with the song?
Um, Definitely, since you mentioned the entire album was gonna be called Psychedelics, my mind was just on like, hey, I recently like stopped doing all this shit that was bad for me. Oops, can I swear? I don't know.
You're
Um
fine.
You're allowed to.
I was like, wait a minute. Um, but doing all that stuff that's just like bad for you, you know, I wouldn't say it's peer pressured, but at my school there was a lot of kids that were, kicked out of their previous school and this was their last chance. And there was a lot of stuff there that I could have said no to, and it just eventually ends up making you addicted to it. And my part of the song was definitely about, hey, I really like this stuff, but I need to be able to get out of this because in the future I know it's not gonna bring me the happiness that it's bringing me now.
Okay. And with the art, right? Whose
Mhm.
idea? Who drew the art? Why this piece? Like, can you elaborate on the, because I really like it, but I want you to tell the
We kind
audience.
of gave a we kind of gave a prompt, and then we stuck with this image because we felt like it envisioned psychedelics. Like, this is like the piece we wanted to go for.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. And it looks like you have clouds. It's more like a universal like universe. Uh
Mhm.
and I'm trying to think, are there any is there anything else that I'm missing here? Like, I don't
I just think the size, like how everything looks in perspective,
know. Uh-huh.
is meant to like symbolize that this is like a big thing. This is like a huge
Mhm.
story that we're telling with this album. And so it's not just another piece of art, it's
Right.
a symbol of story through music.
Mm, I love it. I mean, there's so many things in art that you can capture. It could be like the core, or like I'm into like the whole DC Marvel comic. So anyway,
Uh yeah.
you're going to an abyss, but then at the end, you're gonna see sunshines, right, and rainbow. Okay, with that being said, let me let me go ahead and play the song here. All right, guys, psychedelics. Here we go.
Being Xavier, psychedelic Xavier.
Yes,
Psychedelics,
sir.
got this. Psychedelics, 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 yeah, yeah, I just took some psychedelics. I just took some psychedelics. I just took some psychedelics. I don't know how to relish. I don't know. I don't know how to relish. I just took some psychedelics. You are not fucking ready. I can already get it. Put it to bed. Put it to rest. Yeah, I'm gonna put some lead in your boy's chest. Put it to bed. Put it to rest. I'm gonna put some fucking lead in your boy's chest. Just took some psychedelics. I cannot really relish. I just know that I can bet that you're not fucking ready. This be heavy. I can let it. I can ready. I can be ready. Time and go. I can go on mode. I got a 4-0 in my pocket. Hands swaying. I know I'm walking in the building. I can feel it 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 building.
Psychedelics and play and heavy. Psychedelics get down, go down. Psychedelics, psychedelics. It's my turn, yeah. Time to make the call, yeah. Yeah, it's my turn. Gotta make the call. I wanna believe you can be someone else off the drug. Can I try be someone else's person? Am I capable of the psychedelics? They will be proven of the psychedelics. They'll help me grow this. Psychedelics, 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 psychedelics. Can I change? Stay the same. Can I change?
Wow.
There it is.
Yeah, like I mean, I listen to it. I have it on my Apple. I have it, on my playlist. But you have to listen to it to get different things. Right, just like watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
And when I hear your piece, there's so many ways that this can go. Right, and I'll go like I think that it could be used in a Marvel or DC comic movie. The first thing that came to my mind, well, there's several like movies and comics that came to my mind. So I would say I don't know if you watch Doctor Who. So it kind of brought me to like Doctor Who, right? And my family, my my son, he's like really big into my oldest one. He's really big into Doctor Who, and X Files. I know you guys are young, but like, and like the Flash. I'm a huge Flash fan. So really sad about uh the last well, when they were supposed to make the new Flash movie, when he wasn't the actor that was in the show, TV show, wasn't part of it. But anyway, that's another soapbox for me. But it kind of like brought me into the whole music. I mean, the whole movie setting, if that makes sense. And I
Yeah.
noticed like you guys have you guys put your pieces together seamlessly in this song, and with like you were what you were saying, everything bagel, right? Because like I don't know how to explain it. There's like different parts to it. Like it had, I don't know how to explain it. Like you like volume one, volume two, volume three. That's I think it was like three parts to it in the song that I gathered. Anyway, I'll
That's
give you.
interesting because with the release, I actually I released the whole album with the idea of its three parts, and then there's it follows this character, girl or guy. I didn't tell Xavier about this, but it
Yeah,
follows
this
a
is new news
character.
to me.
I made it so it follows a character who starts off taking the drugs, feels nice, feels good, then they fall in love, and then it falls apart, and they're just left with themselves, and they start reflecting, and then they figure it all out. In the end, they change, they grow, and
They found
that's
themselves. Yeah.
exactly that's the story I went for with the release.
Oh wow.
So the I actually had that idea for the song as well, but I didn't know how to fit the love aspect in there. So we kind of have the two, like, party, the drugs aren't good, and then can I change?
Mhm.
Those three are kind of like the whole song.
I want to say, if I may, I mean, it's your
Mhm.
song, but when Xavier came on, right? I believe it's the part two part. It was a part two, and he was singing, and then I feel like maybe like a relationship between the part two, part three comes in, or it kind of like it could be kind of like a romantic thing. I don't know.
Mhm.
That's the way I was thinking, because then it alluded to different type of instrumental that I noticed. That's why I kind of like pieced the three parts to this psychedelic, if that makes sense. Because I don't know, it's bringing me back to music class, or kind of like, I mean, I took music class in high school and middle and high school, but it's like a clef bar, right? I don't know how to explain it, but it basically interludes into another piece of your music, and so that's why I said, "Oh, it sounds like there's three pieces to it, to the puzzle." But that's really interesting that I just threw it out there, and you were like, "Yeah, there's three
That
parts
was
to
like
it."
the intention. You got it.
Okay, how about you, Xavier? What do you have to say for psychedelic?
Um, I definitely put a lot of songs in there. I put a lot of work into the songs in there. I think me and Dead Rice, we definitely poured our soul into it. Um, and I'm glad that it's out there. I'm glad that people are hearing it. I'm glad that it's finally off my chest in a way. When I release music, I feel like it's a weight lifted off my chest. Like, hey, this thing's not in the drafts anymore. It's out in the world. So it's definitely good to have that release now. Um, and I'm
That
proud of
felt so
myself. You
good.
know, it's good. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but that felt so good to finally release that.
Oh yeah.
All those
Yeah.
songs in the vault really pissed me off.
Yeah.
No, like I'm glad. Thank you for sharing that with the world because, um, again, Xavier, your voice, you have both of you have a phenomenal voices. By the way, uh, when you came in, your piece, right, Xavier, you have this like vocal, a different kind of like you have. I don't know how to explain it. Uh, and you're probably gonna be like, no, 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 like R&B. And I love R&B, but you just have this like R&B feel to your voice, if that
I've
makes
I've
sense.
never heard that before, but I'll take it as a compliment. I love R&B. Like I wish like I started off thinking like, "Hey, I like R&B. Let me try and make some." It's
Okay,
it's very much harder to write it than it is to sound like you are an R&B artist. So,
yeah, like I all I heard was candy coated raindrops. It's an old school. You know who candy? Okay, anyway, but so I just heard like the tone of your voice, and I was like, oh, that's why I had mentioned Dead Rice, like that when when Xavier interjected, I was thinking romance. I was thinking like the whole romantic piece, right? Alluding to the part three of the psychedelic music, so or album or whatever you're going to come up with. I'm not sure if it's going to be a full album. Of it, are you guys like working the kinks out as to what you're going to do, like the
Oh, we
EP
just
or I
that
mean
was
like
the whole
that
that's the
was
whole album
okay. Okay,
on the on YouTube. The
okay.
recent Xavier Present Psychedelics.
Okay, because I know like there's different other. Oh, I'm sorry. Well,
oh, you're talking about the other two
yeah,
the EPs before we release Psychedelics. Yeah.
yeah.
Those are teasers.
Oh, okay,
The first I can actually talk about these. The first
okay.
one, let me load up my account because I have to remember what to say. Okay, so before the trip, this was our first teaser, and it featured the first three songs,
Hmm.
minus Blurry, because we put Blurry on as an interlude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so it features Psychedelics, Skyfalls, and Moody, and this is just like warming up everybody
Mm.
for the whole album.
Okay.
However, setting in, we did something different. Setting in
Hmm.
was actually it pulled songs from all three parts. So there's fun, which is from the fun part. It's from
Yeah.
the whole celebration part, and then just a feeling comes from the whole love part, and then everything is darker comes from introspection and growth.
Okay.
So that's what we did with setting in, and then psychedelics was released.
Okay. And so this is like the overarching of a piece that you wanted to show the audience, right? Of
Mhm.
like a summary, if you will, of the album. Okay. So I was trying to understand. Now I understand. Okay. Well, it looks like more people are joining, and we're having a lot on the chat here. Venue feature says epic ASF. Lil Red Fire says a small artist, and I'm proud of these two. Picky underscore triple eight. Hey, what's going on? If you guys need like cinematography and such, Picky triple eight underscore triple eight. Make sure you guys follow each other here. All right, so moving on to some fun, right? Because that's one of the pieces that you have on in the album. All right, Xavier, one song of yours that best represents your heart right now.
Best represents my heart right now.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. That's a hard one. I definitely one of our songs that we released. I made the beat for it, and I kind of laid out what I wanted it to be about. It's definitely. I'm feeling a little moody. Um. It's definitely moody. Um. I think it has a nice, fun, catchy beat. It's something you can sing along to. It's something that will like get stuck in somebody's ear like an earworm. Like it's always gonna be there. I find myself humming to it a lot, and even I'm like, damn, that's annoying. But like, it's so good, I can't stop listening to it. But
I sing your part and then I rap along to mine. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, it's something you have to repeat over and over again, and we made it short so that you're kind of wanting more. Like
Absolutely.
after the song is over, I'm like, where's the rest of the song? But like we did that on purpose. It's definitely I think it's a really good song.
Can we show it, or is it on?
Go
You
Is
can
it
ahead.
on?
show it.
It's on the YouTube or it's on
Okay.
Apple or
Okay.
it's on
Let's see.
Spotify.
So
Yeah.
this one is. Let's go on to YouTube. Which one is this one?
It's
Moody.
called Moody.
Moody. Okay. Under your name, right? Xavier.
Should be under
It's,
both of our names, right?
yeah, it's under both of our names. Either way.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see. Hold on. Maybe it's under here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Uh, oops. Let me see. 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, here it is. It was being moody with me. You see how I did that? Let's go ahead and show this, and then we'll go back to our fun stuff. I mean, this is fun. Don't get me wrong, but I'm feeling a little moody too. So, can you guys see this?
Yeah.
All
Yep.
right. So here we go.
That bitch is so moody, when she smokes, she's boogie. That bitch is so moody, moody. She's independent, she wants to bend it, she wants to end it all with me.
That be so moody. My life is a movie. I don't really know though. Feeling like the Emperor of Cusco. What's the move though? Everyone knew though. You just pull up. You just pull up. I pull up with that chopper on my waist. I pull up, run up on him with some haste. Turn his boy into some paste. Yeah, I'ma give you a taste. Put that fucking chopper in your face. You just move.
That's
Yeah.
short.
That's
Go ahead.
crazy.
Go ahead. What were you gonna say? Okay. So moody. What's your take on this, Dead Rice?
I'm not gonna lie, I heard the second part and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hop on this. I'm just gonna like say some random shit. I mean, like the Emperor Cusco line was definitely thought about, and then turn him into some paste was, I think, a line that I had in my mind. Overall, I just had fun with it. That's all I did.
It took me like 2 weeks to figure out what you were saying when you said Emperor of Cusco. I was like, Emperor of what?
Emperor's New Groove, bro.
Yeah, but I realized that, and I was like, oh my god, I love that movie. Like, I'm glad he put that in there because it's very, I mean, on a non-kid friendly song, we're gonna push that in there.
It's just,
But it's
it
definitely
was so
good.
much fun.
It's a good
I like
addition.
listening back to that line. I'm like, oh, I really dropped that.
Yep.
I really said that.
I mean, we had two like implications of like shows. I mean, I said something about Lugia, which is a Pokemon. And
Is that what you're saying?
did you just realize that? See, no, I thought
When she
like
smokes, she's Lugia?
yeah, like she's flying, you know?
That's so clever. I put it down as loopy, bro.
Bro, that's crazy. No,
Yeah, let me
no,
change
it's
it on
Lugia.
our lyrics, because the lyrics are coming out soon.
I'm glad we're having a discussion of these pieces.
That's crazy. No, because I remember I was talking to Deadrice about it. I was like, "Hey, I want to like start putting like Pokemon implications into my music because
Uh-huh.
Pokemon is definitely one of my comfort zones. I grew up on Pokemon. So I listen to a lot of artists, and one of those artists is like nerd rappers. It's a whole genre. Like they just rap about Pokemon, and I'm like, hey, I want to do this and add this to my music. So I like put little implications in my other songs. Sometimes you can hear like little implications of Pokemon, and I think it's really cool. It's like little Easter eggs. So
Oh.
How do you spell that?
Lugia,
Yeah.
I think it's Lugia.
Okay.
But
Got
you
it.
can search it up to make sure. I'm not even like 100% sure that's
If
how you
it's
spell
wrong, I'll just replace it later.
it. Okay.
This is too cool. Like, so you're in the know right now. Finding out 360, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So look, do you guys still play Pokemon Go? Does anyone? Do anyone?
Yeah. I played it
No.
today actually.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna restart because like I'll stop and go, but I'm gonna restart my So I'm gonna send you. I forget what my name is, but my username is for Pokemon Go. So like we could be friends, right? Anyway, that'll be cool. Okay, Dead Rice,
Uh-huh.
you're next. So one of your favorite songs on the track on the album rather.
I have to go with Get Loose. It's so good. It's so
Okay.
good. I
I
love
think
Okay.
it.
I think like he did a really good job on that. I was appalled. I listened to it. He was like, "You need to add a verse on this." Okay, I was like, "I will check it out." Put my headphones on. He starts like rapping really fast. And I was like, "That's crazy. That's insane cuz I've never seen you do that before."
And Xavier just sent me that's fire, bro.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. Like I was like, "Oh wait, we got to post this. We got to release this soon."
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and check it out. What's up, Black Dynasty? ENT. Okay, let's go ahead and play Get Loose, right?
Mhm.
All right, here we go.
You lose faith, everything that you're doing, where you already been moving. You lose faith, everything that you're doing, where you already been moving. You lose, you lose, you lose, you lose. We gotta get loose with my baby. Loose. Loose. So great. Living every day. I'm lost in a daze. Celebrate. Celebrate, celebrate by blowing his brains away. Celebrate by living with my
day. Got the security on deck. Can't leave the Russian, but we got Caltex. Your girl was trying to give me some neck. Can't do that though, I'll do this instead. Get it girl from my life. You call me from my life. Get this girl from my life. Get this girl for the rest of my life. Yeah, not afraid to fight. Honestly, I'll go fight for my life. Got the chopper hitting your neck in your head. Honestly, I just want to see you dead. On my mama, I know that he don't want fights. He's my friend, my God is life. I know I'm not about to take his life. I know I'm gonna take his life. Probably gonna party for the rest of my life. Celebrate. Celebrate. Step up your game, I don't wanna fight today. Stepping these bitches in the next Mario just coming out like check. I'm a little bit insane, she got me in her brain. She keep doing that cocaine. Honestly, staying on my fucking lane. Feeling like I've been lost in the days. Can't really explain, I'm losing my days. Can't believe that I've been losing my days. Can't believe that I've been lost in the days. Anxiety got me going crazy, I know that I'm raising my legs. Another team, but I know I'm in this game. And I'm bringing the name, I'm more than your name. I'm only thinking the same. Think about it for the rest of my life. Always feeling stride.
Wow.
It's such a good one to bump in your car. It's such a good one
Yeah.
to bump in your car.
You know
It's
what?
so good.
I love it. Like it brings me back to like Egyptian, right? Like and then also okay, I do like Shakira, so kind of like a Shakira feel to it a little bit. Oh, that rice is like, but no, like I do like it. It it has like a really nice rhythm. It has like your both of your voices that again, I love both of your voices. So what a combination. Is there any one that both of you like out of the album that maybe we should play for the audience and then they can go and research it, guys? The audience, please make sure you tap in with Xavier Deadrice.
Zip, I was thinking of like a introspection one, like everything is darker or losing control.
I think Everything is Darker is a really good song.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
everything is darker.
Everything is darker. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Everything is darker, guys. Hold on, hold tight. Let me go ahead and pull it up. Let me see. Everything is darker. And what is for this piece where everything is darker? What inspired both of you to make this piece?
Um I mean, it was kind of just a random prompt.
Okay.
And then we kind of put a filter on it to make it more vibrant in a sense. So we edited a lot and we came up with that. So
I did it because I was in like a weird spot, and then I produced the beat, and I was like, "Oh, this is everything is darker." I knew it from like the second I made the beat. I put that as the title.
Okay.
So
Okay, let's go ahead and play it. Everything is darker. Here we go.
It's nighttime.
Let me repeat.
Everything is darker. I cannot go farther. Everything is darker. I cannot go farther.
everything's dark when it gets to nighttime. I don't know how, face the skeletons in my mind. I don't know what to do with all my time. I can't relate being happy. I know that I'm feeling crappy. People bawling, I'm just saddened. I reach out for help. I'm caught up in the hell. Does anybody care? Is there anybody there? I'm just lost in my mind. Sometimes I feel my demons riding along my life. Does anybody see my plight? Does anybody see me? Everything's dark when it gets to nighttime. I don't know how to face all the demons in my mind. I don't know why I waste all my time. Yeah, I can't believe that I'm unhappy. Does anybody care? Is anybody there? Does anybody care? Is there anyone there?
Wow. I was playing losing control. Well, I, we're losing control right now. No, and this was really good. Okay. Well, moving on to the last set of questions here. Um, that was fun. Okay, so your go-to creative ritual before recording, Dead Rice.
Listening to Juice WRLD.
Okay,
That's it.
Xavier.
Pick some
Uh,
unreleased songs.
for me, it's definitely drinking a slushy.
No
Oh,
way.
I
No
gotta
way.
keep I gotta keep it like right now. I have like this is a lemonade from Popeyes. I couldn't
oh,
get a slushy yesterday when I was recording, so I got Popeyes delivered, and I got a lemonade. I always
That's
gotta have something next to me. I gotta have like something to drink or something to eat. Just I'm a very like dehydrated person, so I
huh.
always gotta have a drink next to me.
Lemonade slushy. Okay, that sounds good actually.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
really refreshing.
how do you check that out? All right, Xavier, what's one message you leave for your younger self just starting out?
Um, it's worth it to go through all the hardships just to get to where you are today. Um, definitely don't give up on finding people that are going to be close with you in the future. I was one of those people who was like, I'm never going to find my group of people or people that I can call like close friends. And I met a lot of those people in high school, and I genuinely believe that I will have them for a long time. Um, if I don't, that's cool. I mean, life goes on, you meet new people. Um, I hope Dead Rice and I stay in contact, keep making music together. Um, but definitely, you got to be able to let go when people are moving on. So that's another tip.
Okay, Dead Rice.
um just stop caring what other people think. Don't don't like base yourself around that. It's crazy. I used to um like base my self-worth on what people think about me, and now I just don't care.
Hmm. Yeah, you know what? I have to go with what you're saying, Dead Rice, for sure. And Xavier, both wonderful suggestions. and advice. It looks like Little Red Fire. Thank you for so much for supporting us. Uh, he they said you and me both. I passed out 3 times from dehydration. Oh, that's not good. Well, make sure, yeah, definitely hydrate for sure.
Yeah, especially in this hot summer.
Yeah. So fill in the blank, Xavier. Real music is, end quote,
Real music is
one word.
world breaking.
Okay, I'll take that.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know. I was thinking of there was a lot of comments about world breaking like vocals in the show I was watching earlier. I just finished it. It got me emotional. So
oh wow,
yeah.
world breaking. Okay. Dead rice
One word to describe music, or just
or two, whatever you want.
um, real music is real. Be
Okay,
you.
I like that. I
Just
like
be
that.
you.
Just be you. Okay,
Hmm.
that's a good answer. So I know you guys just dropped this album, but what's next? Any upcoming projects, collabs, anything?
Xavier's gonna have his first. What, you wanted to do an EP first?
Yeah, I wanted to do an EP first, but I mean, Deadrice said it could be an album at this point with the amount of songs I added onto it. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out. I wanted to start with an EP, like all the modern artists. But if I just drop an album, who's gonna care? I don't
Okay.
know.
Just why not?
Yeah.
Show that you can.
Okay. And what do you want the listeners to walk away with after hearing your story on this episode today?
Hmm. I don't know. I think sometimes things don't have a meaning, but sometimes things do. For example, like psychedelics. You think it's just about drugs, but
Hmm.
it's about a whole story on somebody changing, and it has meaning. And I think I want people to take away that, like, try to find meaning in some things, and things that make you happy.
Hmm.
I mean, like, don't there's not meaning for everything, but finding meaning in like music, or finding meaning in how somebody treats you, can definitely help your life.
Mm, so true. Okay. Um, Xavier?
Um, I want people to know that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to put yourself out there. I was one of those artists where I was like, do I really need to show my face? Like, I
Mm,
don't I don't really want to. I mean, I don't know. Um, it's okay to get comfortable online. Um, like you will find your people. I'm glad I found Dead Rice. Um, Especially being new to music and releasing music, it's good to have your community.
mhm.
And when you're really passionate about something, you will find a community that will support you. And I think it's just worth like staying along until you find that group for you.
For sure. Well, you're always welcome here at NNO 360 for sure. And this is our first interview with you, Xavier, but and our second Dead Rise. But hey, I can't wait to have you guys back both on here again. Um, and I'm here to support you, just like everyone here on Instagram land and the other platforms. So, how was your experience with NNO 360?
Um, like both of us or just me?
Are you? I mean, I guess individual and both. I don't know. However
Loved
you
it
want
last time, loved it this time.
to. Thanks.
I mean, I'm just happy to be here. I was nervous. I was nervous earlier, but you made it really comfortable. I felt like I was talking to like just dead rice. So
Oh,
it's very nice to come to a like very warm like interview. So it's very nice.
well, thank you. I appreciate you guys for sure. Anything else that you guys would like to tell the audience, or maybe give a shout out, or whatever you guys want?
I mean, I'm
Uh,
pretty much done.
Shout out to Low Red for being really positive during this whole interview, and then
Oh
Venue's
yeah.
always a support, and then rest in peace to our man Saxman. Miss him, and I hope he's doing well up there. That's all I got.
Okay. Well, be sure to subscribe to Xavier and Dead Rice. Do you want to give the audience your? I put it here across the screen for you guys. But is there any other platforms or where people can get to you to communicate
Um,
with you?
my YouTube is just Xavier sucks, like all one word. There is a music video on there.
Okay.
I think it like somehow transformed into a reel. I think it's too short to be a video, so it's a reel. But it's really, I think it's very, what's the word, aesthetic. I tried to make it kind of more my vibe. I mean, I go skating a lot, so it's kind of a late night skate vibe,
Oh,
and I think it's really cool. So I think people should go check that out.
okay.
I'm all good.
Okay. Well, be sure to subscribe right now. We're streaming live NNO 360 on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm going to drop this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Twitter, X, and TikTok. And also, please check out Put the Guns Down, A World Epidemic by Terry C. Carney Sr. It's a film that, it's not just a documentary, it's a world, crisis epidemic that we need to be more aware of about gun violence. It's called Put the Guns Down, World Epidemic, again, from Ice-T, produced by Ice-T. And all you need to do is go to Terry C Carney Carney Senior SR and then .com and it's on Prime Video, it's on Apple TV, on Google Play and Peacock. And let's continue to support the Unity Pleas for Social Justice. Let's free Monster Yo, free Prentice Banks, and free Jay Burton. This has been a showing love full circle between NNO 360 and Dead Rice and Xavier. Thank you so much for everyone that came to view our channel and to support our artists here. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Be safe, and we'll see you next time at NNO 360.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for
Salute.
having me.
Thank you. Have a wonderful evening, guys.
Will do.